Skin's on deck, got that fire in his eye. A fed of the chords and the digital front. In Helldiver's lobbies, he's the last one to hunt. Boots on the ground, bass in his hand. Sunday service to the battlefield stand. He don't rage, he don't quit, just locks it in place. Streaming truth, grit, and freedom every day. A Grumble's live, better hit that bell. From the pew to the pew, he knows both well. With a Bible on the desk and a rifle in the past, he's a good old boy whose loyalty lasts. Say a prayer, grab a stem, hold the line real tight. You're tuned in to Rumpelstiltskin every blessed night. He's got pixels and prayer in his southern drawl. Drops hot into chaos, never backs to the wall. Helldiver's call, he answers with steel. And on Sunday morning plays bass with zeal. He ain't here for the fame, just the faithful and true. And maybe some chat that can aim and break through. Twitch is the post, and he's holding it down. With honor, with humor, and the strength to astound. A Grumble's live, better hit that bell. From the pew to the pew, he knows both well. With a Bible on the desk and a rifle in the past, he's a good old boy whose loyalty lasts. Say a prayer, grab a stem, hold the line real tight. You're tuned in to Rumpelstiltskin every blessed night. When the hate scrolls roll from the Lord to the lobby, he walks that path with a righteous click and a holy wrath. A Grumble's live, come and join that crew where the bass thumps low and the gospel's true. Simplify in the chat, amen in the stream. Living the dream, God's soldier on screen. Say a prayer, grab a stem, hold the line real tight. This is Rumpelstiltskin. It's love tonight.
You have to unmute, jerk. Well, hello there. I didn't see you. Welcome in. I'm working on a few things and just trying to get better about being live when I think I'm supposed to. Scheduling, consistency, that's the thing. Working on it. MurderCom in the house. Yes, Grift stream. It is a Grift stream. I'm going to be primarily working on a few technical, like behind baseball things. However, this is a Grift stream. I am in I don't want to go into how or why, but I'm in a little bit of dire straits. So if anybody would like to help out, it'll make things a lot smoother for going forward for me and for content and for just everything. I think it's all pinned there. Oh, I can't even wait. I can't see it. Why can't I Oh, I didn't. Okay, I gotta change the process for windows that open. Bear with me just a moment. Test 1, 2. Okay, volume's looking good. Okay, there we go. There's that. That's, yeah, that's there. And okay, then that's, okay. Everything is in place now. Oh, Murdercom, wish you could. Been getting out of a rough spot yourself. Hey, no pressure, please. Don't feel pressured at all. You're back at work for 2 days after not working since late October. Hey, congratulations. So just the short version is I've been trying to run a business to do essentially the same thing that I do as an employee for a business, but I've been running a business like as a consulting firm. And I've got some business, but for what I do, I I actually need to partner with a larger firm in order to get the business. It's not like running the business and then also getting the clients and advertising and like all that stuff, like all those things along with doing the work. It's a lot. It's like a lot. And yeah, there's a certain amount of freedom that comes with being able to write your own paycheck, but at the same time, like I can make a lot more money going back to being an employee. At least until I at least until I can be just financially free, which isn't that like we're the opposite of that right now. It's been a kind of a rough 2+ years with like a little bit of an island of salvation in the middle of it. That last contract I had with the defense contractor, that was good. That was good times. I'm not sure why I can't like wrangle that stuff up just back to back to back because that would be the ideal. But it's realizing that hey, maybe this isn't the path, and then adjusting course. That's what separates us from the who are the bad guys in the Ninja Turtles again? The Foot Clan. Yeah, that's what separates us from the Foot Clan. Yeah. Yeah, old Murdercom, good money just building that clientele. Yeah, that's the thing is you have to have in order to start like a consulting firm business, especially where it's you solo and like I started it just to have the tax benefits because it's 100%, yeah, running your own business is 100% way better for taxes. But you still got to make the money. And in order to make the money, you got to get the clients, you got to get the work. And you have to have a lot more built up beforehand than I did getting started. I may do this again. Like I'm going to keep the business alive because like that's how we do things. Oh, let's talk about tax benefits. If you're a content creator at all, yes, like register a business and get a CPA. First of all, get a CPA. Get like a CPA that helps small businesses and knows what he's doing or she or whatever. That's 100% the best advice that I can give anybody. But then also, if you're going to stake it out on your own, have a lot more cash reserves built up than I did before you do so. Because it could be a few years. Like if you want to really, go out and like fix forward, burn the ships, and like okay, we're gonna make it or die trying. Uh, you get have a lot more built up than what I did because over the course of little over 2 years, I've drained everything. My credit score is tanking as we speak. 'Cause there's other reasons for that too, but yeah, we're a little bit in dire straits. But tonight, for right now, what I'm working on is getting my sound back in order, getting to where I can use this thing again. Marilyn in the house. Insane Wheels. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, it's this is Grumble Grift stream. This is how I do it, and not how do I monetize? How do I make this monetize better? I don't know. I'm just gonna fix things while I'm live. I've got a list right here, 4 items that I need to work on. Yeah, and it's all audio related. Well, minus the one. There's one item that I just need to do a little bit of research to find a part number for something. But it's indirectly audio related. So, I mean, technically they all are. Life's hard. You can struggle in the rat race or take risks. Failure is just a chance to L star star star. Murdercom apparently on Kick. I banned the word earn because that's what the bots were spamming, and I didn't know that. I thought it would just delete the message, but apparently it just stars out the word. So like the whole rest of the spam message will still get through. I addressed it otherwise, like I addressed it by other means. I forget if it was like it's between bots and settings and like security settings and stuff, but yeah, my bots on Kick I don't think I've had one in quite a while. The only thing I get now is that I can recall is recently is on Rumble, where there's 2 different flavors. One will come in and say, "Hey, other streamer is live right now and he wants to talk to you. Go talk to him right now." That's one of them. And then another one will come in and say, "Hey, I'm live right now. This dude's doo-doo butter. Come and watch me instead." That's Rumble live streaming. Maybe streaming on Rumble isn't the way. I don't know. We're working it out. Working out all the details. But it's funny, the remnants of trying to address things that come up and just learn it's L star star star. Okay, so what do I do here? In order to troubleshoot this thing, I need to do this. Just add a window capture, yeah. Okay, there we go. There's the thing. There's the thing we're working on. You know what? I can adjust that too. That's yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, I think. Still got some streaking from my overhead light, which we'll deal with that when we get to it. We can turn this back on. just down a little bit. There we go. Oh, Mr. Ranger and Rogue in the house. Hey, sorry, bud. Yeah, I was like on and turning on and off and getting ready for stream when you raided. So I lost them all. I appreciate the raid, bud, but oh man, I was still setting things up at the time. It was a wild situation. Mr. Spaceman in the heezy. Like and subscribe and share. Thank you. Yes, this is the Grift stream. Yes, I need the monies. I need to make I doubt it's not only on streaming, but I need to make I need to be able to pay out right under $3,000 in the next 12 days to keep things happy. I doubt I'm gonna get that here, but you know we gotta do what we can. My credit score is already tanking as we speak, but that's okay. Jackie Cracky in the house. Jackie, did you? I haven't checked back. Did you see the? There was a meme hot dog thing that I posted in Ranger's Discord. Yeah, there's Ranger, I'll talk to you later about there's some things that I can't do right now. Delivery is one that I'm gonna see if I can. I have donated plasma before, and we're gonna work on that again too. Just all smoking it together. But then, see, in my title I said today was a good day. Today was an amazing day. It's been 6 months, and then all of a sudden, between yesterday and today, I've got recruiters reaching out to me that like, oh hey, I can get you an interview right now. Just, you know, make these things more prominent on your resume, and I have an interview for you. Well, shit. That's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to get back into W-2 work, like full-time employee type situation. It's for what I do, writing your own paycheck is great, but I wasn't quite ready for it. I wasn't quite prepared for what it all the needs and the prep beforehand in order to do it. I can still keep doing it, just I need to get back into like W-2 work for a while and build up those funds while doing the other work. It's my own fault. So what do we got here? We got You know what? I'll put it out there. Hey, it's fine. So Grump has a DWI. The reason for this is your friendly local Grump decided to sleep in his truck after a night of glorious karaoke and thinking like, hey, you know what? I probably shouldn't drive right now. Sleeping in his truck instead of driving home. In Texas, you're not fighting a DWI conviction. The best you can do is plead out, and so that's what we can do. That's what we did. You can even catch a DWI for walking towards your vehicle with your keys. It's wild here. That's one thing that's like I'm not a fan of about Texas. That's probably the only thing. Yeah, I'll say that's the only thing. So I chose to sleep in my truck after a wonderful night of karaoke. And got some knock, knock, knock. Like, oh, hello. Really scared looking dudes, too. These ossifers were. They surrounded me. And they didn't like me, like, blading off to the side either. Like, they wanted to be surrounding me. It was not a good night. And the thing is, I knew better too, because I had my keys in the ignition to have the AC on. Actually, yeah, the engine was running. I was sleeping in the truck, but yeah, the engine was running to have the AC on. So that's where we're at. Which also, in some cases, I don't think it, for what I do, I don't think it actually makes a difference. Not sure. But that's where we're at. So yeah, this is a Grift stream. Trying to make some monies to just make it through the next month so that I can get into these good interviews and pick up where I left off. I've ran through all my assets. I've cashed out everything I can cash out, just about. Depleted all my wealth. And now my credit score is tanking. Now I don't do anything frivolous either. It's just the last 2 years some debt has built up, trying to just make it by. And so now there's interest on that debt, and yeah. As soon as the next gig picks up, everything will be fine. I'm just trying to close the gap until then. Yep, Spaceman, it's because you have access to your keys, but see, the thing is that then what everybody thinks is, oh, you were driving recklessly so as to endanger while wrecked. Which, no, I was trying to be responsible and sleep in my vehicle and just sleep it off and then drive home. Even though I knew better. I knew better. That's the risk that I took, was turning the engine on and then sleeping in comfort and not driving on a public road. So that then I can get a conviction of operating a vehicle which implies on public streets while intoxicated, which I didn't. But you're not beating that in Texas. Like, that's not how it works here. You're getting that DWI. Truck. I was in a truck. The crew cab, so I was reclined and everything, just, knocked out. It was like 4 in the morning when the cops knocked on the window, and it was my own fault because I know better, but I engaged. But you see, when somebody wakes you up, you're like, yo, and especially, being, after a good night of karaoke, for whatever that's worth, yeah, like, not in your best frame of mind to be dealing with small words that use, like, little tiny differences in the language that you use that can mean a big difference for your future. Smoking Spaceman, I was out, I was doing karaoke, like out at a karaoke bar. It was really close. It was maybe a mile, mile and a half from home at the time. Oh, why didn't I crash in the bed? Because I wasn't thinking that forward. And I didn't have a sleeping bag. Or yeah, there was too many steps to think about. Like, hey, crash in the bed instead. But you know what? Even if you do that, if you have your keys in your pocket, you can still catch one. You can catch one for walking towards your in Texas. You can catch a DWI for walking towards your vehicle with your keys. It's happened. But yeah, that's you know, that's in the past. That's a few years ago now. But we're going to work on sound. Oh yeah, it was a mile or so. Yeah, that's walking distance. However, I wasn't thinking of that at the time. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of no-nos and like I know better. However, that night it was like just I'm just going to, you know, sleep. And then in the morning when, you know, cuz I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it even though it's a short distance. I don't want to risk it, right? That was what was going through my head at the time. And it was the worst possible advice. I should have just drove home. Wouldn't have got caught. But being there at 4 in the morning in the parking lot, that's what gets you caught. With if the keys are in the ignition. Yeah. Yeah. My lawyer didn't do me any favors either. I probably would have been better off with a public defender. But you know, it's in the past now. Should have walked home. Yeah, hey, hindsight, you know, hindsight 2020. I wish you could have been there that night to let me like reinforce, because that makes sense to me, to reinforce that for me, or like just stay, because I knew all the staff. Like I could have crashed in the building. They had some benches. I could have just stayed in there. At the time, yeah, I was like, sometimes like, hey, bartender went out for a smoke. Like, hey, yeah, I would help out and just tend for a little bit. Like, I was that guy at that place. That's in the past now, though. Uh, Quite frustrating. Oh, Spaceman, you would have been my double D. Hey, appreciate it, man. It was just having a fun, like it was a Friday or Saturday night, I forget which. Doing karaoke at the bar. They had pizza and wings. It's like a bar and grill, like the whole place. I was really close to investing money with the owner for a new a new location at the time. This is a few years ago. Just be a silent partner, like, hey, I like the model. But then things changed. Oh, it was entirely separate from starting my own business too. Like I still had work. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm messing with other settings. Okay. The spaceman, it's all part of our own stories. Well, I can't help you with the money, but you should get your grift on and get the show going. Well, yeah, that's what. Well, right now I don't really have a. Right now I don't have a show per se. I'm still like I did a full reinstall due to technical difficulties. It was a month or so ago, and I need to get my audio fixed again. And I didn't have any content planned because I've got a lot going on right now. So we're doing behind baseball. Hey, I'm fixing and working on stuff. You know what? I have the StreamYard going. Maybe if anybody wants to talk about things while I'm doing this, yeah, welcome in. Oh, so what are we doing? We gotta work on. This is on Linux. This is the coXLR. Oh, there it goes. Okay, you see the things. This is changing the physical buttons, sliders. Okay. Okay, so the sliders there. We've got all of the physical cables are connected. Yeah, spaceman, maybe a whale will stop by. And like, oh, poor little streamer, you need some help? Here you go, habibi. And then just boof, kaboof. Like, I'm good for like March forward right now. Just right now, I need to. Everything in between from now until March is really shaky, and my credit score is tanking as every day goes on. It's not. It's causing a lot of anxiety, honestly. I'm close to selling off multiple vehicles, but what about pawn shop? I just today figured out how to get on the Facebook Marketplace because I didn't have a Facebook account, but I apparently made one for branding, so I'm gonna need to make a separate one because I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I need to sell and a few vehicles. And I technically can't sell any vehicles right now, but I think it's okay. My lore will tell me. Oh man, pawning, like... Well... Well, maybe. If I could do... A lot of the stuff that I have to sell is like very technical nerd things, and I doubt I'll get the cash. But hey, there's a bunch of local pawn places. I'll check it out. If they want to deal with network equipment, which I doubt they do, then maybe that'll help out. You know, I'll write that down. Pawn. Check out the pawn shops. Oh. No, I guess it's time to liquidate my physical PMs. That's Oh, Mr. Spaceman, the only pew that I have that's like worth money for selling is the one that's still sealed in the box. It's not even a pew. It's like it's upper, the belt fed upper, the fight light upper that I can allegedly use to make money along with still having it. Nothing else, everything else that I have is like strictly bang for buck. Minus, I do have an Arsenal AK from like the early 2010s. I could do without that. I doubt I'd be able to sell it fast enough for it to make a difference though. I could, actually, that one has appreciated, I'm pretty sure. It's a foldy boy, and I think it's a 1.5 millimeter receiver, but I don't remember if it's milled or stamped. And I would go, because I know it's like, it's right there. I would go grab it out of in a box. I would go grab it, but you know, YouTube on live, you can't touch pews. But I have an Arsenal AK. That, I mean, that would get us across the border. I've got two vehicles that I've got offers so far for that I need to get rid of anyway. So one, I'm going to be selling them both at a loss just to get the sale done quick. A 98 Ram 2500 12 valve club cab long bed four-wheel drive standard. Only because I have two of them, and then a first-gen Tundra that I did it backwards. I bought it from New Jersey and shipped it to Texas, and the frame is rotted out. But there's a I believe he does landscaping guy that was very interested, and I'm probably not going to make back what I put out, but I just need to get over the gap right now and then rebuild later. I got it on my list to contact both of them tomorrow. Yeah. So what are we doing? Ranger, yes, Fight Light. Yes, I have the Fight Light belt fed upper, and that's content to do the unboxing for it. I'm so close. So close. Maybe the closest he's ever been to doing that. And now it's like I probably could just sell that and then solve the problems for a few months. But no, today was great. I have like a bunch of interviews lined up, and it's been like I haven't had any interviews in 6 months. And it was just all of a sudden this week has been, hey, let's get you up in some interviews. Oh, it's 8 new. The one no, Mr. Ranger, the one that I have, it's 8-ish, set between 7 and 8 new. I picked it up on sale though. It was like 20% off 3 or 4 years ago. Still in the box. Still in like shipping box. That's why it's going to be an unboxing. That's the only thing. Well, I have a few BCM uppers, to be fair, and a few BCM lowers, but most of the rest of the things are like my pew pew things are like functional tools, like PSA and primarily that. So how do we switch over? Okay, install GoXLR. Okay, the utility, GoXLR utility from Frosty Cool Slug. Hey Ranger, I'll tell you, but I'm not gonna do it while I'm live. Just there's a lot also going on right now too. Feeling kind of Job over here, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we gotta add. Yeah, there we go. Got the GitHub for the GoXLR utility open source project, which TC Helicon was not happy about. Didn't want to support really anything other than Windows, as far as I understand. So then this is before they kind of went under for whatever. But then the FOSS community, let me turn that down a little bit. And so then the FOSS, the free open source software community was like, oh hey, hold my beer. And that's how this project came out. And multiple projects, not just this one. So the TC Helicon, GoXLR, and GoXLR Mini hardware are probably going to be the most supported hardware going forward for any audio rig type stuff. and the actual compressor and noise gate, the hardware compressor and noise gate, are, from what I understand, very good. I haven't been able to do any testing, but that's what the people that do the testing. I'm a musician. I do a little bit of audio engineering, but dude, I'm a musician. I don't I don't know exactly what makes a good noise gate versus a bad one. It's like, to me, it's kind of like, well, does it work at the level you set it to? Is it working? So I'm not sure what makes it a good one. And same as a noise gate. Like, well, I mean, does it cut off when it's supposed to or not? There's a lot of people way smarter than me about this, and I kind of trust them. But from what I understand, the Go XLR is, the hardware wise, the, the gate and the compressor, which are the main things you use to make audio sound good, are like the toppest tier of the hardware solutions is in the Go XLR. That's why I chose it. And I broke one by spilling into it, fixing it, getting back to work, and then spilling into it again, and I didn't fix it right. So it's in pieces in a big Ziploc bag over there. Now I have a mini, and it's still this is good. Oh no, Mr. Ranger and Rogue. Yeah, no, TC Helicon. No, from them, the support is gone. But the FOSS community is making drivers, and it's going to be supported. Like the this window you see where I have the sliders and stuff over here. This wasn't made by TC Helicon. This is made by Frosty Cool Slug on GitHub. Oh yeah, the manufacturer is gone. TC Helicon support is gone, from what I understand, 100% about for the Go XLR. But the community thrives still, and there's a lot of them out in the wild, and a lot of them that are going to be going away for cheap because there is no official support anymore. So that kind of like, oh, that solidifies me. I want to buy a few extra spares just to have on hand in case in case they break, and then like a couple of the broken ones that are for spare parts. And then that's my solution for, forever until it can't be anymore. And it's not everything. I'm really close to splitting off to a second stream machine, dude. Like I have a whole segment, like a whole content segment, and like um what do you call it? Just content, like, sequence planned for like low power usage home infrastructure, and some of that's going to include things like this. I'm going to start with like a home network core though. I already know, like, I've already got it kind of put together. I just need to honestly have the cash to pay all the bills and then pick one up so I can go through replacing my home infrastructure with low power usage. Get the same job done, enterprise style, get the same job done, but for low power usage. And that's coming from been primarily doing Cisco network engineering for 24 years. Guy like, hey, here's how you would do this enterprise, and then, hey, here's how we also can get this done with similar features and just for home and use almost no power. That's the thing. Inferno in the house. Good evening, sir. Yeah, that's I think Microsoft is hosing themselves and pushing people to either Mac or Linux because with the whole subscription thing that I've heard about, I don't know. Even when I'm working in an enterprise environment, the endpoint operating system is like not in scope for me to care about at all. It's just a device. This has got a layered it's just a MAC address and or IP address to me. Like I don't care what's on the other side. Either traffic can get to it or it can't, or from it or it can't, and then we figure out why. So we gotta. Okay, well first I'm gonna switch my devices over, and this is gonna make this stream awkward, but no, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm troubleshooting my audio. Okay, all other. Oh no, USB audio. We gotta shut all that shit off. I may go silent. Everything might go silent for just a little bit. We're switching audio devices. Test 1 2. Test. Okay. Hmm. It looks like OBS at least automatically cut over, and the audio is still good to go there. I just need to be able to hear it. This is where we are making the money tonight. It's because it looks like everything's working right. I just can't hear it. This happened before. So we've got the audio coming out. We start with the physical layer. Okay, the cable is definitely going over to the aux in. Going from the GoXLR mini out, headphone out to the aux in on. These are Astro A50s, I think. Okay. everything is quite compatible these days. Cool. Okay, everything is... Audio should mix automatically. Okay, that... Aux input feeds into the game audio channel on the base station. Oh, there it is. I just needed to tap friggin'... Is it just fixed? I'm gonna push play on the game right now and see if the game audio comes through. Oh, Inferno. I started with Slackware in 1996. Okay, now we have a problem. This is the same problem I ran into. Yeah, at the time it was what Slackware Mandrake before Mandriva or whatever it's called now. Caldera was a distribute. There was like 6 main distributions. Slackware, Mandrake, Caldera. I forget if SUSE was one at that time, but OpenSUSE became, at least in the mid 2010s, Lenovo made OpenSUSE or SUSE, whatever you want to say, an official distribution that they were supporting for ThinkPads. Like you could buy a ThinkPad with Linux on it. I guess we... Oh. Test. Oh, test 1 2. I think this is working now. It's low, but okay. This is we can work with this. Hey, we get the Go XLR. Okay, that's okay. That's one. But now the default. Testing 1 2. Okay, this is a baseline. Okay, we have mic. We have mic 1 2. We have mic. Yeah, that's showing up. Outstanding. Okay, we got the mic back. So how do we now? There's something missing. There's missing. There's something missing. What's missing? Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna run it again. Okay, Helldivers. Test one. Test 1, 2. So weird. The game audio is not going to the same device. What device is it going to? I can't. I don't know. Okay, no, we got it. We have to disable. Okay, hang on. We gotta kill it now. Disable. Disable all the audio for the headset. All audio devices are now disabled except the Go XLR. And I can still hear the music, like the AI generated music that I have playing in the background. Okay, so this is good. It's going through the Go XLR, outputting through the headset jack on the Go XLR into the aux into the A50s that's going to the headset. Cool. That's what we're working on. Okay. So now that's the only device. We run it again. It's not. I'm not sure what to do here. Wait, I can't even fast forward it. Okay. The game can't choose what audio. Okay, no. Okay, so we kill it. And I think the drivers are working fine. I mean, maybe we do that. But excuse me, what? Wait, is this the this is the that's That started out as the Mute City sound from the Super Nintendo F-Zero. Oh no no! Do not want that. But however, let me just. Can we play it? Oh, the YouTube account associated. Oh no, no! I will not be installing Google Wildvine. Just Okay, I'm on a strike right now. I can't risk playing even a few seconds of F-Zero for because that sounded very like it. Let's see what is just I'm kind of at my wit's end about why is the audio playing correctly for into my headset except not for the game. In a Linux system, I have all audio devices except one disabled. I can hear desktop audio. When I launch some games, they don't appear to be outputting to this device. What should I check to be able to hear this device application? Oh, verify audio systems. Pactal info. Okay, let's run Pactal info. Oh, you know what? Well, let's we can. Oh wait, I don't. We don't actually need to do that. We can just kind of like. Window capture. Terminal. If it shows server name pulse audio, on Pipewire, you're on Pipewire. Okay, so we're on Pipewire. We just paste that in. pulse audio pipe wider. Okay, then we do back to get default sync. I don't think this is right, but no. Ensure no other syncs are interfering. I'm not actually sure what's going on right now with this. If the default isn't what you expect, just one device. I mean, I both of them. It said Go XLR Mini is the thing, so that was all expected. Install and use Pavu control. Okay, yeah, I use Pavu control, dude. Oh, maybe that's. Wait, is that the same as what's it called now? Sound preferences, not volume control. There we go. There's the two. There's the two different things. Okay. On front of Red Hat is way better for enterprise. Yeah, I do think generally Debian based and like I still I could be convinced not to, but I still recommend and push Mint for honestly my daily driver and what I would push for like, hey, give to grandma, because things just generally work. It's not. It's the more recent ones though. It's no, things just don't generally just work as we're seeing because I'm having an issue, but I am I'm trying to do something like a little bit complicated. But however, previous version, oh, we're on 22.2 of Mint. Previous version, and the one that's on that laptop right there, the previous long term support version, oh, just everything just kind of worked. There was very little, like, just everything just kind of worked. Okay, so now we've got that's what we're looking at. We've got these guys. We've got sound preferences, which is the normal audio control, normal volume control, and now it's I think it's just a routing thing. Okay, so we got to run it again inside Pavu control. If this is just a one-time click once thing, okay. However, it should just do it. Wait, no, what? Why did things change? No. Okay, there we go. Okay. It sounds like your system's default audio output is working for general desktop sounds, but certain games or apps aren't routing their audio there. Yes. This is a common issue on Linux, often due to audio backends like Pulse Audio, Pipewire, or ALSA, app-specific configurations, or environmental mismatches. Here's a step-by-step guide to troubleshoot and fix it. Oh, okay, here we go. Just hit enter. Didn't actually send anything yet. Guess you can see in the background there. Oh, I didn't. Look at all that liberty getting spread around. Okay, my setup is running Pipewire, emulating Pulse Audio. Why? Why? I want to go back to the. Hang on, we might need to go just previous version of this. Yeah, configure for 10 channels at 48 kilohertz. Desktop audio works, but the games don't output sound to it. This is a known pain point with GoXLR Mini on Linux because the device exposes a raw 10-channel output, no built-in stereo down mix or proper channel mapping for standard apps. And many games applications, especially those using ALSA directly, STL or older audio APIs don't handle multi-channel syncs well. They expect a stereo, two-channel device, and may fail to produce playback or audio or route incorrectly, silently. Okay, we got quick checks first. Okay, we're in playback tab. I can't choose to route it. Oh, the game audio does not actually show up. Volume. Oh, wait, where's my... I shouldn't do this. Okay, there we go. If I could just do routing. Oh, hello. Okay, we got multi-channel. Should I not? Oh, okay, we got unlocked audio now. Why is... Oh, because it's... Okay, that's coming through the browser, that's why. Okay. Under the playback tab. So we want to do this speaker test. But it's not sending anything. Where's... Wait, Okay, the speaker test is successful. The game appears to not be sending audio. There we go. Okay, your Helldivers 2 audio stream is appearing in Pavu control. Great, that rules out total failure, but it's silent because Proton Wine detects your GoXLR Mini's 10 channel sync and refuses to initialize playback on it. This is a known Proton limitation with multi-channel audio interfaces on pipe, wire, and pulse. Native desktop audio and speaker test work fine, but Proton games silently failed to send data. Immediate fix. Create a stereo virtual sync. 5-minute setup. Proton happily outputs to a 2-channel sync, which that's what we want. So we'll remap one from your GoXLR maps to channel 1 to 2, typically gamer system mix on hardware. Can I run an older version of the Linux GoXLR driver utility to make this default behavior like before? Previously, the Linux driver had a whole bunch of audio devices, making everything straightforward. Was it a change in the GoXLR driver software that changed, or because I'm on a newer version? I cannot revert to an older version of the driver to restore a whole bunch of audio devices because here's why, based on how the community Linux support has evolved. Older setups, often pre-2023, early 2024, often relied on community scripts from the original GoXLR on Linux repo, now archived, retired. Okay. These scripts created multiple virtual syncs sources, e.g. separate stereo devices for system, game, chat, music, etc. Yeah, that's what I had before, and everything just worked. Using pulse audio module loopback or similar. This made it feel like lots of audio devices in Pavu control was straightforward per app routing and the hardware's faders. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yes, that's what we want. Around 2023-2024, Pipewire became the default audio server on most modern distros, including Linux Mint 22. Okay. Pipewire handles the raw multi-channel ALSA devices more natively and cleanly, except for not just working automatically, which is that's what Mint is for things just to work. I understand 100%. Like, hey, y'all want it to like be more efficient, but at the same time, just work is like the bread and butter for Linux Mint. I feel less confident recommending Mint to a grandma now. Oh, wobbly. The grift is I need about close to $3,000 in the next 12 days, or bad things happen. And I have the link posted. So for right now, I'm troubleshooting audio, streaming audio stuff. Normally, I wouldn't even be live, except for like I need to be live more. So here we are. I mean, I wouldn't even be live for this, but here we are, you know. Yeah, that amount in that days, that's about correct. So I got the link posted. Remember to slap and assault that like button wherever you're at. But if you have any monetary incentivization to see more nerd do nerd things and maybe talk about nerd stuff, send it, do full send. No biggie if not, though. Crumple still loves you. Around 23-24, Pipewire became the default audio server. I don't remember even what we were using before now at this point. Wayland. No, that was a desktop manager. It exposes only one sync by default. Okay, yeah, 10 channel DC Helicon, which I'm not sure. I want to make it clear what all these sliders actually do, whether they're inputs or outputs. And then whether moving the slider will change it in the monitor or in the full mix. And maybe sometimes you want both. Like for music, you would want it to be both. For chat, you'd probably want it to be not. And mic, I mean, you don't want to hear yourself, or I don't. Okay. This is intentional. This is improved behavior. No more hacky scripts need for basic detection. Didn't need to use any hacky scripts for basic detection before. Things just worked. A few years ago, things just worked. It was a little bit, I mean, a little bit of complicated, like, hey, here, you got to use this device for this one and this device for this one. But things just worked. Unless you recreate them manually. Oh, fuck. No, I don't want to recreate them manually. I want to make things just work now. The GoXL utility did not cause this change. Oh, man. Mostly because you're on a newer distro using Pipewire. Maybe it'd be better to just reinstall the older one. I mean, it's supported until 2029. Or no, wait, it was 2026, 2027. Never mind. Okay. Oh, downgrading would help. Get fucked, nerd. Pardon my French. The stereo remap sync we configured earlier is the modern clean equivalent of the old multiple devices. I'm asking it a dumb question, but y'all can see I'm typing it. I didn't create any new virtual devices. Can I just have the games, etc., recognize the default output device as the correct place to send sound? No, unfortunately, you cannot make games, especially Proton-based ones like Helldivers 2, reliably recognize and output to your default multi-channel sync, which is the Oh, wobbly. Yes, my audio is extremely low. We just got back onto the Go XLR as being an audio device, like just now. Thank you. So my next step is getting things to work in there, and then we'll figure out how to make audio better, like the mic audio better. Getting off the headset mic was a big priority. This is a long-standing limitation in Proton Wine when the default sync is more than 2 channels. Oh, when the default sync has more than two channels, Proton often fails to initialize an audio playback on it entirely. Okay. Okay. In Pavlov Control GUI, there is no right-click menu option to move it. Oh, yes, in Pavlov Control, especially in Pipewire setups like mine in my Linux Mint, the Move Stream 2 option is not accessed via right-click in the stream row itself, even though it's exactly what you said to do. In Pavlov Control, Playback tab, find Helldivers 2, right-click, Move to, select your GoXLR sync. I don't have a GoXLR sync. This is all fucked up. Pardon my French. Excuse me. We gotta cleanse that up. The two buttons over on the right are mute and lock left and right channels together. Okay, use command line for Pactal list syncs input short. Okay. Oh shit! I'm just copy that. Don't. What is that? Wait, is that not the Okay. Look for the line with hell. There's it's all codes. Stream shows in the GUI, but not in Pactal Link syncs output. It means Proton 1 audio client is opening connection, but is not actively setting any data audio, hence silence bars, no actual playing. Okay, here we go. Here's the problem. Proton often does this on multi-channel syncs. It creates the stream so Pavo Control sees it, but refuses to initialize produce sound because it detects greater than 2 channels and bails silently. Common wine pulse compatibility quirk with hardware like GoXLR Mini. Okay. Solution. The virtual stereo remap is required. Oh, okay. Let's see. Here we go. This is the solution. We're going to do some virtual remap, stereo remapping. To make games like Helldivers 2 audio output automatically without. Oh, here we go. Create the stereo virtual sync so Proton sees a normal 2-channel audio device. Okay. What are we looking at here? Pavel load module remap sync name equals virtual stereo master. Also output TC Helicon GoXLR Mini multi-channel output front left front right. Okay, I mean I'll try it out. Okay, this maps GoXLR's. This maps stereo to your GoXLR's first 2 channels, usually system game mix on hardware. Set as default. Okay, we get remapped audio. Okay, try and launch it again, see if we get sound. Oh, we got to restart. So, well, let's see if it works, and then restart services. Oh, we've got a delay. Oh, is that some? Oh, we've got mother lover. Mr. Spaceman, thanks for hanging out, sir. Oh man, that's what it took. Okay. Test 1 2. Okay. Okay, wait. Huh. Okay. My mic is good. I can hear it now, but it's not showing up in OBS. That might need a restarting OBS thing, but however, I'm switching them and not getting any difference. Not sure what I need to do here for. Oh, Neither the game nor the browser is showing up in OBS Studio now. Okay, that's probably just a restart OBS thing. Oh, but then we lose the entire thing. Test 1 2. Okay. Oh man, I was about to start working on the mic. Yeah, we're gonna keep working on it. Hey, sorry YouTube. This is gonna spill over into a new video because I'm gonna kill OBS. And restart it. I might even need to reboot, but I think killing OBS and restarting it because changing the audio. Hang on, changing the audio device and usually works. These are all the same audio device. Wait, hang on. So I have to. Here we go. Hang on. I got the solution without having to restart it. Okay. So we've changed so that there is something else to change to. Astro A50. Astro Chat. And then we go back to, oh, entirely interesting. Nothing at all. Okay, here we go. I don't know what else to do here. So we've got mic. It's not, the audio is not quite correct. But the sound, the desktop audio, even though oh, test 1 2. 1 2 3. Hmm. Okay, well, let's see if Grok can fix this one too. Okay, before we do anything, let me reiterate everything is working correctly for me. Just OBS Studio stopped detecting desktop, game, anything audio. Mic is still detected working. I'm live right now while we are troubleshooting. I'd rather not have it stop the stream OBS to restart it. What else can we do? Changing audio device out and back does not seem to reset anything. Good news. Headset output is fixed for game. Test 1 2. Okay. We'll fix my mic. We'll fix the mic audio later in a little bit. Hang on. We're just getting everything working first, and then we'll fix the mic audio. It's a USB device, wobbly. It's a USB device, so that means you have to use software to channelize the sources for the desired output. What do you do? No, that's it's literally a change between the previous version of Mint specifically, where the Go XLR, being a USB device, showed up as like, I think it was 6 or 7 different devices, and now it shows up as one device with 10 channels. That's the difference, and apparently it's I can't go back to how it was previously, because it was just like everything just worked previously. You just chose which device you want to use, and it was good to go, and then which one the slider would work on, and it was good to go. But they're called syncs in the Linux sphere, like a device that may or may not be virtual, may or may not be whatever. It's called a sync. When you made virtual stereo default, OBS is now trying to capture the monitor of the remap sync, but the remap module doesn't always propagate a proper monitor source back through pipewire pulse emulation in a way that OBS likes, especially for GoXLR multi-channel quirks. Result, OBS sees a source but gets no audio data flowing into it. Here, non-disruptive steps to try, all reversible, okay? For your desktop audio, yeah, super funny. It doesn't have monitor anymore. Wait, does it? It didn't just until recently. Or for output. Yeah, no, there's no monitor of anything anymore. There was previously. Every channel had also a monitor of that channel. I thought that was great. But now it's all cleaned up and you have 10 channels on one device. It's not better in my opinion. Wobbly, that's not what. Is that what you said? Okay, the problem that I have is that previously I didn't have to do this. That's why which also Mint is not getting this recommendation anymore either. Okay, so I'm on version 22 now. 21 and prior, I would have recommended like for a grandma laptop. Like what you would put on a laptop to give to your grandma, and that you would not have to do any tech support for that grandma because everything just works. And honestly, you're more safe than a Windows system for in case she clicks on something wild without having like specific antivirus or anything. Unless you do have specific antivirus. But now, yeah, now the GoXLR is kind of being treated how it probably should have from the beginning, is like one device with all these different channels, and then you have to delegate them out. Whereas previously, it was, on Linux anyway, it was handled, or at least with the FOSS driver software or whatever, it was installed like it was about a dozen different devices. And honestly, that made it easier to deal with. Yeah, Wobbly, if you see in my Discord, I still refer to that the Forest of Wires tutorial. He has 2 tutorials. They're both 4 hours long. All 100% worth it. Wobbly, I'm talking to you right now. In my Discord, I have linked in the OBS section links to Forest of Wires. He did some tutorials on OBS audio filters, and yeah, I still refer to those. But like for things that aren't going through OBS, it's like your pre and post processing. OBS is your post processing. Sometimes you need some pre-processing before, whatever, because not everything is going through that same post. Like if you're on if you're on a call, what does your, in whatever situation, how do you process the audio before it goes to like Discord or StreamYard or into a game or whatever if you're trying to communicate with your homies? Quickest fix. Switch OBS desktop audio source to capture the original GoXLR monitor. Settings audio, okay. Test 1, 2, okay, this one. Remapped audio. Test 1, 2. Please let me know if you hear music coming out at any time, because that'll mean that, like, right now, it's not like this isn't. It shouldn't be working right now, because I don't see any meters moving in OBS. Desktop audio monitoring, monitor and output. Here we go. Click the refresh reload button. Is that what was that? Sometimes Grok suggests things that don't exist and maybe did at one point but don't now. Okay. In Pavu control, playback tab. Find OBS. Oh, wait. Output devices. In Pavu control, find OBS. It's OBS doesn't have a playback. It's not an output device. It captures an output device. Why would it suggest, like, that's not even a thing? It's not going to have it because it's not outputting to a target. Friggin' OBS just grabs a target. Why in the world? Oh, Grumble Schmilskin. Zach, how you doing, sexy? I'm troubleshooting things right now, and I'm just live doing it because I need to be live more than I am. And this will help me be live more while also being live while fixing the thing that helps me be live more. So, cheers. Wobbly, OBS does it all when it can't capture the audio? That doesn't make sense, dude. Right now, OBS Studio is not capturing the audio that I'm hearing in my headset. Like, the desktop audio is dead, and that's what I'm troubleshooting right now. Yes, it can. Okay, you fix it then. Why do I hear things in my headset that the desktop audio does not show, and no matter what device I set, there's five now. Default, Go XLR multi-channel, remapped the device that I created that's actually working now, and then only because I reactivated the headset output for my headset, it shows those two also. So out of those five, which I can turn those off because they don't need to be on. We're not using them anymore. But how is it going to work? There is no monitor output. Go to the audio and turn on the monitor output. Where? Where do you mean? Like inside OBS Studio? There is no monitor output. There used to be. But now we're on Mint version 22, which does not have that. And it's Mint version 22 where the Go XLR got consolidated into one audio device, dude. That's what I'm working on. It's almost like you think I'm an idiot, which, I mean, I am, but stop calling me it so much. It's just icky. So we're trying to figure out how to populate. A lot of troubleshooting steps here. You keep it sexy, Zach. Hey, Zach, I got to talk to you. Like maybe next day or so. Let's have like a little just conversation planned, okay? Like I need a little chat time. Oh, Mr. Ranger and Rogue, you too, nerd. I didn't know you were still here. Yeah. I need some advice from friends about some things that I don't want to be live. I think I know a lot of how things work, but sometimes you really need outside input. No, Ranger, you're good. No, I mean like in the next few days. Yeah. Actually, tomorrow's kind of busy, which is a good thing. It might be towards the end of the week, but yeah, definitely, dude. Thank you. The the good news is that the headset audio or the headset output is fixed for games apps via virtual stereo remap, which it is. The remapped audio output into the first two channels of the friggin' device. Actually, let me. Oh, it even works with the slider. That's okay. I need to know that. I believe so. Also, we haven't done this and we haven't done that in quite a while, especially with some of our older friends. Devil Dog just is still goes live. He did the other day. Jixer shows up. Buckeye appears randomly. These are all just whatever. People are available that are not. Actually, Ranger, I wanted to bug you about doing a segment. I forget what it's about right now, but it was about something that you are probably going to be interested in. Maybe we make some money on it, maybe not, but just to make the content. I'll bug you later. Wobbly, you use a mix board for the mic and headphones. Everything else is done in OBS. I get that, and that's cool. I used to do that too. I had a Mackie Pro board that I was using, and then I switched down to a Go XLR. But the thing is that I'm at a lower level right now. We got to just get the things working, and then we can distribute where stuff goes. Like the output, all of the output, I fixed it so that I can hear in my headphones the game output. But now OBS is not detecting any of it, even stuff that it was before. So those first two channels, even though I can choose them as output devices, but Wobbly, I'm not gonna it feels like I'm arguing with you, and it's just, yes, you've got your system set up, cool. I'm getting my system set up, and things are malfunctioning right now, and that's what I'm troubleshooting. I don't need to hear that, yes, your shit is all working and good to go. Cool. Thank you. It's not helping. We're doing Linux things. And apparently the kernel version change for Mint 22 is the problem that I'm having, because it consolidated everything on a Go XLR. It consolidated all of the audio devices into one, and that's the problem. So now it has to be split out, and I just haven't done that yet. So that's what we're working at. Yeah, no, I'm not going to look into it until I hear how it works out for you, Mr. Ranger. Wobbly, don't. Okay, whatever you want to do, dude. It's cool. I appreciate your input. Just, I mean, telling me like, hey, it all works in OBS, when I'm trying to make it work in OBS. Like, I'm trying to get the audio devices to be detected in OBS. That doesn't, I mean, hey, yeah, cool, it all works in OBS, and you use OBS to do the things. Cool. I'm working on getting all my I had to do a fresh reinstall like a month or so ago, and now I'm just now getting back to, okay, let's get our audio kind of back on board to where it's supposed to be. That's all. I just hearing over and over again that, hey, I just do it all in OBS. I mean, okay, cool. I'm working on getting the devices to actually work in OBS right now. It's just a change from things that how things were working. If you don't want to hang out, cool. I'll talk to you later, dude. It's fine. But this is what I'm working on right now. Oh man. Okay, so the good news is the headset. Yes, all the audio is working in my headset now. I have it all coming here. Now we've got to get what it says in mic capture, and OBS is still solid. Yes, we still got it. Well, it needs to be adjusted, but working on it. Means inputs and core pipe wire are healthy. I don't think this is a Wayland problem. It looks like a not being input into pipe wire issue. The problem is OBS's desktop audio source no longer captures, records, mixes the system's mixed desktop output. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. This is a common side effect after switching the default sync to a remap virtual. virtual, which was what we exactly just did. We switched it to a remapped or virtual sync in order to get the audio into the headset. Okay, we're on track here. This is a common side effect. Also, desktop audio source typically captures from the monitor of the default sync, e.g. dot monitor, which there is none of now. There is no device for the monitor of the new thing. Do we need to make a monitor? When you made virtual stereo default, we didn't. OBS is now trying to capture the monitor of that remapped sync, but the remap module doesn't always propagate to a proper monitor source back through Pipewire pulse emulation in a way that OBS likes. Okay, so we need to create a monitor, is what it sounds like. Especially for GoXLR multi-channel quirks. Result, OBS sees the source, but gets no audio data flowing into it. Yes, that sounds exactly right. Okay, so we're on track here. Here are non-disruptive steps to try. Oh, I can't even play music for an AFK. Is it gonna go here? For your desktop audio. Inside OBS settings, okay. Desktop audio. There is no monitor channel for the Remap GoXLR sync. Oh, yes, that's expected behavior with module remap sync and Pipewire. Remap virtual syncs do not create their own monitor source by default. Why would you expect me to have it if you knew that? This is my problem with people think AI is the way to go. Dude, this is it. Like literally, it was giving me instructions on like oh nay, here's how you solve your problem based on the like what I just gave you to do. And I say, yeah, no, I don't have that. Like, oh well, yes, no, that's expected behavior with what you just did. They don't create their own monitor source by default. Only real hardware syncs get monitor source automatically. So why would you have one? That's silly. Why is the large language model, why is Grok gaslighting me right now? That's the question. Okay, here we go. Your virtual stereo is a lightweight remap filter sync. It forwards mixes the audio to the master GoXLR, but doesn't act as a full standalone sync with its own playback buffer monitor. So in Pavu control, okay, Pavu control, input devices, or recording tab. Okay, we're in input devices. You won't see a stereo monitor. Yes, we do not see a stereo monitor. We can see it right here. There is no monitor of It it doesn't need to capture it the monitor though. I've never captured the monitor. That's not what I'm about, baby. OBS is trying to capture from a non-existent monitor. No, it's that's not how OBS works. It just it monitors whatever device you put in there. It just isn't seeing it. Revert default sync to original Go XLR? What? Why would we do that? The slips default back to hardware sync. Okay. Okay. Okay, game still works. I'm gonna kill it and okay. I'm gonna test 1 2. Test 1 2. Oh, that's not working now. Game is working. Hmm. Test 1 2. Okay, the slider even still works. Oh, this is for your OBS issue. Yeah, we weren't. There wasn't any problem with the Go XLR. For your OBS issue, set the device to the monitor of the original sync. There is no monitor. There are no there are no. Okay, we're turning off the headset. Now we only have GoXLR and remapped. The funny, cool thing is that Grok can like understand pictures. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hello. While I have a menu open inside OBS, I can't do a screenshot. I have to step away, and I can't play any music, so you just have to look at nothing. Nothing. Just you have to look at nothing. I can hear music, but y'all can't. And that's what we're working on fixing. Just focus on that. Oh, hey. Did you like all that interlude music that I can't play right now? Oh, I could have played the video for it, but There's no monitor device of the original sync or any sync. There are no monitor audio devices. Yes, switching the default sync back with. I'm not sure that I want to do this, but okay, let's. I just friggin' did. Test 1 2. No. So let's change the audio device. Change it again. Then change it one more time. And then change it back again. Test 1 2. The should restore. It wasn't broken. Oh, since OBS is the only thing not hearing, detecting, the issue is purely on the capture side for OBS. The absence of a visible monitor source is a red herring. Pipewire often hides or renames them in the GUI, but they still usually exist under the hood and can be selected or forced. Well, not in this case. Confirm the sync is the original multi-channel one. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have one device. It should say Alsa needs to be multi-channel output. Yes. Yes, it does. In OBS, force select the capture device. Desktop audio sources. Properties. Look carefully. There are any... You know what? Okay, screw it. I'm gonna restart OBS and stop arguing with Grok about this. Give me just a moment. It'll be on. If you're on YouTube, it'll be a new video. I'm not doing a new thumbnail or anything. It'll just be a new video. I'm just gonna kill. Okay, we gotta kill the game here. And then we gotta kill OBS, and then I'll be right back momentarily.